This is one of my good friends, Tadas, Linkuptv.
One of.
Yeah, and there, shout out to Naya. That's how I met Tadas, and shout out Rashid as well. I met him recently, but shout out Rashid. These lot of good people, man. But the first thing I wanted to go straight into was firstly, where are you from?
Originally, Lithuania.
Area and country.
Lithuania. I was born there.
Yeah.
Then when I came here, started living in Green Street, Upton Parkside.
Oh, what school do you go?
Kingsford.
Oh, you're Kingsford.
Yeah.
I didn't even know.
So that's why I know a lot of Bexley people as well.
Oh, yeah, with Kingsford, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Forest Gate, Dagenham, and then I moved to where I live now, so.
Oh, so you just been to, and then how did you get into like, what's your national dish actually? In Lithuania, what's your national?
Fuck. There is a lot of the dishes are like potato based. So.
Why is that? Sorry,
I think it's just because the country was poor, innit? So it's like, it grows at the ground. Potatoes, like, they just...
Root veg, yeah.
And they don't need heat, innit? Do they need heat to grow?
No, they don't. They grow on the ground.
So you can slap a potato in and it will just grow different potatoes. So I'm guessing that's why I don't really know the history.
You don't know the
I don't know the history. No, I know the dishes. I don't know the history. Why?
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of potato, like ceppeline, they're called. It's like potato-based stuff. You can put like whatever inside. Like usually like meat or cheese inside.
Yeah, I just threw that as a curveball. I just thought I'd throw that in.
Nah, you think I don't know? I might be wrong though, because I remember I came in when I was 10, and from 1 to 10, you're just a kid running around, innit?
Yeah.
They don't really know much, but that's what I know.
And then when you came over, did you come over like you didn't come on your own? You come with your family?
My mum, yeah.
Just your mum?
My sister, and my stepdad, they came here first, obviously on their own journeys. And then it's a weird journey, to be honest, because if certain things didn't happen in my life, I probably would have ended up in England anyway, but maybe later on instead of earlier, because my granddad died, and then it's kind of, my mum kind of saw that there's no point in being in this country anymore, because the money was like, you know how it goes, money's rubbish.
Yeah.
My mum's always been like just doing her own thing, has her own businesses and stuff, so it's like money wasn't great, so she knew like there's not like the granddad was old then, and also he passed. Then nothing kept her grounded no more. So she's like, let's just go. I was like, calm.
But you remember when you kind of went, or?
Yeah, I remember. It was a mad thing as well, because like I only spoke about this to my wife the other day. I was like, I didn't even get to say bye to my dad, because like the relationship between my mum and my dad weren't great. Like it was a weird situation. Like he used to live in the same, like we used to have an apartment, so he used to live in the same apartment, but they were separated for years. They weren't getting on, like always arguing and just like crazy. Imagine living with your wife, but you probably have a different girlfriend now and she's doing her own thing. So it was like that. And I remember, because my dad like is a heavy drinker, yeah.
Do you remember that?
I remember. Because the thing is, I think my mom was saying like, oh, she needs permission from him to obviously fly a kid out, like me, because they won't let you. And I think he was trying to say, no, I'm not gonna sign anything. Yeah, it was just like I knew that one morning we're just gonna go, and we just one morning woke up and said like, today's the day, and we just dipped. Crazy. Really? So like we literally got here with not much money, nothing like that. So
yeah, do you know, let's probably start there, because I've never really understood. Like, when you come over,
yeah,
like you get to the airport,
yeah,
and then what?
I was little, so whatever my mom was doing and saying, that was her thing. That was her story. I can't remember. I really can't remember. I just knew I was hella tired, because we had to stop off of anything like Switzerland in the airport, and you know what, I'm connecting flights. And I remember getting here, I was just tired. Because I think back then, remember, like, this was like 2000s. So back then, a lot of people already started like moving out of the country, and obviously some people got declined and had to come back. And obviously from a small country, like plane tickets and that's not little money, that's quite a lot. So it's like, my mum always knew that there's a risk, like she can get to the airport and they'd be like, nah, you can't come in, you know what I mean? So we were told that the same thing was like, you might not be able to get in, like we might have to fly back. So I was just tired. I don't give a shit what happened. I'm just tired now. I was just like resting on. So my mom was just doing that thing. Yeah, I remember.
I was thinking because were England was Lithuania in the EU. I think they were.
No, not that
2000.
not that time.
Okay.
Not that time.
So that's why you might get turned away.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So she panned whatever she panned, and then obviously, I says when you're young, you don't know what's going on. You just know that like
you're just going with the flow.
Yeah. That's how it was, man.
And then you mention your wife as well.
Yeah.
Because obviously he's married as well.
Yeah.
Which is like, and you wear your ring as well, which is like.
Yeah, you have to.
Come on.
Yeah, you know.
You have to, man.
Try go out of the house without your ring. So I was gonna ask, like, just quickly, just interject. You said that your mum was doing businesses and that. Do you think that's where you get your drive from? Seeing her do what she did and like move away, because my mum has done exactly the same thing, ran away, obviously pregnant with my sister, but like I didn't come till later, but I always saw her like grafting, like taxi driver, whatever the case may be. So that's where I get my like.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Most likely, most likely a lot of the hustle comes from that. I mean, like. I'm gonna touch on something I was gonna say later on probably, but yeah, I think so. I think so. Yeah. And another thing is, I've always thought this, and it's like it's like ingrained into me. It's like your mum didn't, or we didn't come to this place just to do nothing, just to not make anything of ourselves. You know what I mean? It's like, so when you come here, you're like. You just want to just do whatever you can just to make anything happen. Get money, get houses, get cars, whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's a stronger drive for us to do that, coming from like them kind of circumstances, you know what I mean?
Definitely, 100%. Yeah. I kind of feel like on my end as well, I'm more like a mummy's boy, really. You know what I'm trying to say? My mum's looked after her brothers and that kind of thing. So she's always been, I don't know, is your dad in your life still?
No,
not at all. No. My dad kind of comes in and out when I was younger, but my mum is like, seeing your mum struggle, I think it kind of drives you differently.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? I think so in my head.
Yeah. To be honest, I know it was hard, but I never felt like it was a struggle. It was just a norm.
Yeah, that's what
you know what I mean? It's just a norm. It's like,
that's what you knew.
It's not like you sit down and go, oh, it's so hard. No, it's just you just keep it moving. You know what I mean?
Now, when you look back, do you see how difficult it was, or do you still just it was just still normal?
Yeah, I can. I mean, I don't know, like, I always think this, it was just normal for me. Like, I've always had stuff that I needed, not necessarily what I wanted. It's just, I just had stuff that I needed. If I needed trainers, I will have that pair of trainers. But maybe that pair of trainers is going to have to last me a whole year. Not that I can buy another one a few months down the line. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah. I think that's the point. It's like, I always had what I needed, but not necessarily what I wanted. Or how much I wanted of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And when did you know? So when did you know that what you want? Did you figure out what you wanted to do, or did you like, because obviously you said you went Kingsford, so this is obviously secondary school, obviously, but like during school, because obviously no one knows what they want to do at a certain age. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say? You never know. I don't know how.
It was crazy.
Well, you just fall into.
To be honest, for me, it was always just like growing up, obviously early years of school and stuff. It was just more like have fun, really. Like to be honest, I only started taking school seriously probably like year 10. Like, you know, when you're just like, oh shit, like, I need to just
get some shit done, man.
Yeah. Trying to get the grades up and just like at least try to pass my GCSEs. You know what I mean?
At least.
Yeah, no, at least, because I was like, because most of the stuff just didn't make any sense to me. Like I used to like history, but I used to like listening to it. I never used to like care about the kings and whatever, and all the conquerors and stuff. You know, that's the shit you have to remember for the exams. I know.
But it's interesting to know, like, oh, this guy lived for this long and he did that, and that's because of this. I loved history, and it was because of that. Like,
I was a complete opposite of history.
I loved
history. No, it was sick listening to it. It was just so sick. Like, but then again, it's like watching a movie. You watch a movie to be entertained, but you not necessarily want to be like questioned on what you saw 5 minutes in, you know what I mean? That's how history was for me. Yeah, for me, it's just like I love to listen and like this girl or this woman, the queen murdered, this king chopped off his, you know what I mean? It's interesting, but for me to remember that, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know, I don't care for it like that. I like listening to it. Anyway, that's the way. Yeah, just you know what, English, maths, past that. Science, like, I'm not a scientist. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
'Cause you
about,
got the thing-
about IT though.
Yeah, I done IT. I done IT. I got like a C. I done that. But that was by, I didn't even know I got a C. You know, just okay, it's there. I think it wasn't even based off like exams. It was just based off your work.
Yeah. I think IT was the processing, and the processes you need to know to get to things. So IT was always, because IT was always like a word. Can you click here? Can you do this? And like, you know what I mean? It's like, can you make the font larger? And it's like, if you can do that, then you just get away with it. Like, so it's kind of easy.
Yeah. PE, fluke as well. It's like, PE, like what? Was there even an exam for PE? You know what I mean? It's like straight up C or whatever you got. I think everyone got passed on that.
Yeah.
That. It's just
If you failed at PE, then there was
There's serious issues.
Maths. I've done. I think I got a C on maths. I just want to get C's. Like pass. That's it. I don't care about A's and B's and all that. Just wanted to get passed.
So basically, you're one of them that.
No, you know what? I was allowed because I'm a foreigner. I was allowed to get a C, and that's like A for me because I'm a foreign anyway.
But do you see it like that though? Is that about how you see it though? Is it about
Not really, not really, but it mattered what my mum saw it as. Remember, I'm trying to please my mum, not really myself. I'm just trying to be like, let me just do well, obviously for myself, but then to say like, oh, my son passed, he's got this in school, you know what I mean? Because parents love that. Parents love to say like, oh, my son has got this, my daughter has got this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And obviously like looking at, because I've got an older sister, like she's done a uni thing even back in Lithuania and all that stuff. Not that it matters here, the uni degree that she's got, but obviously your mum knows her kids, innit? Your sister done this, so you need to kind of do this.
Just quickly, so did your sister didn't come with you then?
No. My sister was, as soon as she hit 18, she was in and out of the country. She used to go to America. Like, I think back in the day, they used to do like
exchange students.
Like student, like gap years and all that shit.
Oh,
so she
like
used to do that.
And stuff
yeah,
like
she used to
all
go there
them
for like a
things, innit?
year, come back. Like, she'd been in America a few times. And then I think when she ended up going to England, I think that's when she started, like, met her partner. She started settling down, got pregnant, and kind of just stayed here.
Okay.
Yeah. That's the way, I think that's the way it happened. I don't really know the real story, but...
Oh, so was she here before your mum came?
Yeah.
That would, if that was the case, then your mum would be able to stay. Because if your sister's married here...
No, she wasn't married then.
Oh, she wasn't married?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. She was pregnant when we came here.
Oh, your mum was?
No. No.
That's a question,
No, my sister.
Okay, cool. Just making sure.
Yeah, so when we came here, yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it was tough, innit? Living in like one room, like, yeah. We only lived in one room for like a little bit. Well, I lived in one room for years and years and years, but it was family. Like, we lived in one room in one place, and then my sister and I, because obviously she was pregnant, about to give birth in a few months, whatever, so she said we need a bigger place. Ended up renting a house, and obviously we just all kind of just moved there.
Yeah, that's kind of similar to mine. That's what I'm.
Yeah, it's like room per room living. It was lit. It was sick though. It was so sick.
Oh, you liked it?
Yeah. Remember, I'm a kid. Like I've got my uncles. I'll call my uncle my stepdad was. I always say uncle in it. So my stepdad and his son was there. Then me and my mum in another room. My sister and her partner in another room. My sister's partner's cousins in another room.
So
it's just like a whole layer. So when the weekend comes, it's just like a vibe. You know what I mean?
It's one big family house. And then so obviously going in stages. So you've gone to secondary school. You're gone past secondary school. When did you start getting into like cameras and? How did that? Because I'm trying to figure out how you. Because obviously you know West.
Was that?
We're doing what we're doing now with cameras and stuff. I'm trying
was
to
that
figure out
plan A as well? Like, was there any? Did you? Like, obviously, you might not have known what you wanted to do at the young age. But obviously, you go through secondary school, you start to get you know your likes and dislikes and whatever. Yeah. Was there like a plan to say, you know what, I want to do this thing, or was it just did you kind of fall into it? Like, how did it work?
I kind of to cut it short, I fell into it. I always like to do something creative, so. After school finished, I was late to get into colleges, like to do anything that I didn't know what I wanted to do. So the only thing is, because we come from a builder's background, so everyone was a builder, doing this, doing that. I didn't want to be a builder, so I was like, cool, let me do electrical installation, still building, but I was like, keep the mumsy happy. So I done that. I'm like, nah. For a year, I was like, nah, I don't like this at all. Like, just long. I didn't like it. Mad. What did I do after that? Then I went to do IT. So I'd done IT for like 3 years. Obviously, as you're young, computers are about. You love, you know, you. I don't know what I wanted to do, but I just knew money. There's money in IT. That everyone like IT jobs, yeah, sick, get bare money, bare cars, whatever. So I was like, cool, at least there's money. Let me do that.
Was that why you got into it? Because you thought,
no, I just thought it's a good profession. It's clean. It's not dirt.
What age is this roughly, give or take?
This was. I think
it's clean, not dirty, you know.
No.
No, but in terms of electrician, I get what you're saying. Yeah. Man's at a desk, clean suit. You get me, like
doing all that. Yeah. And
what age roughly do you reckon?
I think I was 17 because I went to electrical installation. I was like 16 after school, innit? So after school, you must 16, 17. So started that. And yeah, so I've done that for like 3 years. So I think it's like level 2, level 3, I think, and a BTEC or something like that. So I finished that, and I actually met my wife in the second year of college. So we got together in college, and she done 1 year and she left to start apprenticeships and stuff for herself, for her own career. So I finished the college and stuff. And I tried to get into uni again because I didn't really want to do uni, but because everyone was doing it, I was like, you know what, let me try.
And what was you trying to get into?
I think it was IT, you know. IT just to carry on.
Not media?
Nah. To be honest, I can't remember, because I know there was paths in it. You do this or you do the database side of it. I met some project managers and then I just saw big houses and I was like, yeah, I want to be a project manager. Because it must be sick, because you got money in it. It's just sick. Money, big house.
Yeah, of course.
I was like, I want to be a project manager. Anyway, boom. That didn't work out because I didn't get a C in English. So I started work then. I worked in JD. Remember all this, when I'm at college, I'm always working. I was always I had a job working part-time, whatnot. So I started in Sports Direct. Then I done a year there. Then I went to JD Sports. And then done like 3 years there. So JD was nice, it was sick. But they ended up...
Were you just sales assistant? Did you get senior sales?
I was selling trainers. No. I didn't want to climb the ladder. Yeah. I didn't want to do full-time. I knew what trouble that brings to yourself. I said, I'm not...
It's like a...
Saying that, I see one of my old managers or supervisors back then supervising my niece that had a part-time job in Lakeside at Ralph Lauren. And he was supervising it, and he's still doing the same thing now. So I'm like, bro, like, whoa. Yeah.
What, you mean he's in exactly the same spot? You mean you
like you're still supervisor manager, you're the same knobby. You know what I mean? You're the same guy. No, but that's how it is.
Can we get a name? Can we get a name? No name?
Tadas is happy. He's
happy. I don't say his name. I don't like them donuts like that. I think his name, I can't remember. Andrew?
Sounds like a donut.
Yeah. No, it was a cool guy, but I'm just saying, it's like, hence why I didn't go into like full-time jobs like that, because I know where you're gonna go, you know what I'm saying? You're just gonna end up doing dumb shit.
You can kind of see what
it's funny because it's even like you're talking and it's like you didn't know exactly what you wanted to do, but you knew what you weren't gonna do. And I think that's always like a key thing to know, even though I've got this part-time job, I'm not gonna stay in the JD because Andrew, whoever it is, in 15 years time, you're going to still be a supervisor. Yeah,
you can kind of tell people's vibes. You can kind of tell that my man is serious about what he's doing. Because remember, he was already older than me. And he was just doing that. Like maybe, I don't know how old he was, but he was an older guy doing that shit. So I was like, nah, this is mad. If I follow this route, where's it going to take me? There.
That's what it'll take you. It will take you. Because you're not going to own the company, are you? Remember, you're not going to start owning the company.
Yeah. Any job that you do, like I feel, like where you're doing it in one place, you're in prison somehow. Between these walls, you're in prison from 9 to 5. Yeah, you're from 8 to 12, whatever shifts you're doing, you're in prison. You get me? So it's like, where does your mind go from there? You get it? Because you can't really go on the internet like that because one, like JD, there's no computers, there's no phones on the shop floor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like...
It's experience though.
Yeah, and that's what I say.
There's no substitute for dealing with people.
Experience.
Because dealing with people It's the hard. I think it's the hardest thing.
Yeah, I even told my niece, I said, look, because she said to me, I'm finishing school now, what do I do? I said, to be honest, I would just go to an agency where they just give you like temp jobs, just go everywhere and just try different things because you'll find out what you want to do. Obviously, they don't listen, but I would have advice though. Because it's experience, that's what you need, experience. Exactly what you said, to know what you don't want to do. Do something for like 6 months, not doing that. And you'll never want to go back to that. You get it? Because when shit hits the fan and you have to do it, you might end up doing years on that. And you're gonna be depressed.
Yeah, you get content with where you are, innit? Yeah. And you're relying on it more.
I think that's a lot of like, because we've like, D and I have always said like doing this sort of thing in music and whatever, like everyone that even introduced us, all fallen off. There's two of us have just been like, we're gonna do this like until the wheels fall off. You get what I'm saying?
But that's because a lot of it doesn't pay. Doesn't pay until you get to a certain stage.
But to get to the certain stage, consistency, you have to.
Yeah, you have to put in work.
Yeah,
especially
100%.
in this business, you have to like put a lot of work into it.
But yeah, how did you get? So in this, how did you get into this business? Because obviously you got into the media, you got to uni. You didn't want to do the uni thing.
I didn't get into uni.
Yeah, you didn't. Sorry, you didn't get into uni. You didn't go to uni. But then, how did you get into cameras? And because it starts off with cameras, I'm sure. You didn't start off with behind. Just start off.
Nah, the way it happened with Link Up, it was like I was in another job, which I was working there for years and years. It was a full time because obviously I was a bit older, then I had to do it full time. And it got to a stage where I was in a position at a place where, like, if I left today, that department will fall and it won't run for a while because you'll have to fly in the boss from New Zealand to do the job because it was such a niche job that like I was the only one that was like efficient in it. Like I was just on it because I learned that software quickly. So everything was custom in it. So like everything was custom. So it's like no one else in the company knew what they're doing. And this guy just sold a company to this big company I was working for. So it's like, and then I was like, you know what? Let me try climb the ladder a little bit. Let me try be a manager. Because I was already managing the place, but I was just like, let me get a title now, get some money out. And then, long story short, I went for the interview, went for the second interview, they loved it, boom, boom, boom. But they ended up not giving me the job. I was like, say nothing. So I was like, you know what? Here's my resignation.
There and then?
Nah, like I think like a few... Even before that, I knew I was gonna resign because to be honest, this is how it happened for me. One day I woke up and I was like, I'm quitting this job. I was doing well at job, but it was just like, I just saw no path further than where I'm at now in that place. And I just always knew I'm gonna just leave. Then done an interview. I was like, you know what? If I get this job, I'm gonna be there for 6 months and then I'm gonna leave. Because let me just get that on my CV at least, that manager's position, and I'll leave. And then done an interview. They didn't give me the job. And then once I handed my resignation, like I think a week later or so, they pulled me in, they set a meeting and they pulled me in the office. I was bare panicking. I was like, fuck. Like, because the thing is, I don't want them to offer me something that would make me want to stay. That I was scared, like, because I know me, like, I'll just think about it too much. And then what they put on the table, I was so relieved. I was like, you are dickheads, like. I was like,
you mean money-wise?
It wasn't even about the money. It was just more about like what position you give it. Well, how much respect do you have for me? Like, do you know what I mean? Remember, I was still young. I'm still young, but back then I was young. Not young, but I was younger than now. And I was just like, let me see, because you see what I do, you see my knowledge. Like, let me see what you
think I'm worth.
Let me see how much you value me. And that really set the pace, because they were like, just like, it's basically if they're saying to you, go work in you was working at a penthouse, but just go into work, just manage the basement for now, and then in 6 months we're gonna reevaluate if you can come to the first floor. It's like, bruv, like, what the fuck?
I'm already in the penthouse, managing the penthouse. Why am I gonna go?
And I was just happy. I was like, you know what? I've got nothing more to say. I don't want it. Like, thanks. Like, I was just so relieved. Yeah. I was just so relieved. And then. Did
you have anything to go on to, or you just?
Yeah, no. Because while that was happening, I was we kind of rekindled my relationship with Anea because we used to go to school together, Kingsford.
Yeah, shout out Anea as well.
Yeah,
because
he's a good guy.
That's who I met from Linkuptv, the first one. And he's like, I don't know, does he own half of it?
Yeah,
or
he's a co-owner, yeah.
Co-owner, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he like is behind the scenes, but
He's deep behind the scenes.
he's so far behind the scenes. Yeah,
I was gonna say,
I talk to people. I say they have no idea what I'm talking about. And I was like, bro, he owns Linkuptv. What do you mean? He owns you.
because we've mentioned Link Up, but I don't think we've said what it is. We're gonna get to it, but like just so that because people that watch it might not know
TV,
what.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, well, I don't know if he probably explained it better than
Yeah,
me.
exactly.
I guess it's probably the one, if not the biggest platform, music and entertainment platform
Yeah.
in the country. Well, I believe probably. Well, it is.
No, it is.
It is.
Undoubtedly.
Do you know when the YouTube started?
When they started YouTube,
Yeah, well, not they. Well, you guys. Linkuptv.
I think they started like 2007, but it wasn't Link Up then. I don't know. Don't quote me. I don't know.
Yeah, well,
but I think 2000.
Do you want to know the actual date?
Go on.
Oh, God! Shit!
Go on. That's what I said. I was straight up.
Sorry, I spiked.
Look at this.
Okay.
Why are you checking your Google now? Why is it checking?
No, my phone's gone. 6th of June 2008.
I was close.
Yeah, you
he
were
said
close.
seven,
But when you said 2007, you also thinking, okay, do you know how many views you lot have got though?
Nah, it was low.
Low? No, I mean
At the
now.
time,
up
now.
to now.
Oh, up to now. Ooh.
Guess.
Like, is it in the billions somewhere?
Go, you gotta give me a number, innit?
Like over one. I'll say 1.5. I haven't checked last. Bro, I was logged in yesterday.
Higher
I
than
didn't-
that.
That's what I'm saying. How much is it?
2 billion, 1.9
Billion views.
Billion.
views.
Yeah, that's a lot.
1.9 billion.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot.
There's that's the best.
Like, how does it work? How does it? Because obviously we're trying to do this. How does it work with like paying that? With
Paying.
yeah, like 1.9.
Obviously, it's ads, isn't it? Ads. So I'm sure you monetize, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it works like that.
Okay,
By
so
ads. But now it's more difficult with the ads. A lot of people, maybe 5 years ago, if you said, "Oh, how much my video is gonna get if I get this much money, this many views," you can kind of say, "Cool, your video might generate this much money." But now, it's because a lot of people have signed stuff with their own labels to chuck it onto Spotify or whatever streaming. Because as soon as you release a video, people have Spotify links, right? So now the money is not coming to us really. It's more based on a content ID. So now your track has been signed by something in the background. So now once we monetize it, like whatever ads are playing, most of the time the ads are going to whoever you signed with because it's a copyright situation now. You get it? So it's like if you do this and you use like next man's music, he'll get money for the views because it's already
Because it's
copyright situation. You get it?
Yeah.
So that's why it's best not to use anything that you don't own. Like your music, you can use it because you own it.
Because I own it, yeah.
Yeah. Because one, you won't have any trouble from the creator to say like, take the video down because it's my music or you pay me. You get it? That's the way it works. And yeah, money-wise, that's how it works. Most of it, yeah.
And in terms of like when you say like, so you got 2 billion views, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to figure out like, you see, when it comes to like shooting videos, yeah, for Linkuptv, because we haven't got into how you started with Linkuptv yet.
Yeah.
So how did you get into that? How did they get into that? Because obviously it wasn't Linkup at the time, was it?
Yeah.
But we were reconnecting with Ayala. That's where you
Anaya.
were. Anaya. Sorry, so you reconnected
That's
with
how
Anaya.
I got into it. So I connected with him. At that time, he was a guy doing some entrepreneurial shit. So he was just creating like businesses or whatever he was doing. And he said, yeah, like, because on a joke thing, I remember I pulled up outside my house, at my mum's house, just after work, and I messaged him on Instagram or something. I was like, yeah, get me a job, like, just like on a joke thing. He's like, yeah, like, I got something going on, do you want to talk about it? I was like, yeah, cool. So had a meeting with him, like, in Pizza Hut, I remember. This is the first time, like, someone's like, yeah, just order whatever you want.
So you're thinking, oh, hold on.
Hey,
wherever you're
it's not Domino's, you know.
Yeah, because remember, like,
It's Pizza Hut, not
at
Domino's.
these times, I'm like,
crazy.
Nando's, when I'm working like 9 to 5, Nando's or a takeaway, local calf, like, it'd be like maybe once a month. Yeah? It's like, remember, I'm not even paying for food at my mum's house now. I'm just giving her a little bit of rent money. So all the food that she makes, she also makes more, gives me some for lunch and shit. So it's like, obviously when man says that's a big deal. I'm like, raw, like.
Yeah.
And if you know Ane, you kind of know how he's with money. He doesn't really like part with money. Yeah. No, but that's a good, because I learned that from him. Like being around him, I learned that like what it means to have a bit of money. Like not to just because you got it, spunk it. You know what I mean? So it's like. So we had a meeting and was like, yeah, you want to do this app thing? We're gonna sell it to stores and like businesses, small businesses, and we're gonna manage it. And obviously, this is gonna be a subscription based, blah blah. I was like, cool, like yeah, I'm in it, because I was like, yeah, let's do it. Like I'm out of this job, like, I don't like it. I was like, let me take a chance. It was like I need to take a chance now. While I ain't got my own crib, I ain't got no kids, I ain't got no wife. Well, I had a girlfriend, but it's like I ain't got no real responsibilities. Let me take a chance on it. So I was like, cool. He's like, yeah, boom, boom. So he's like, meanwhile, obviously I think we started building it over like a month or so. And then, because I could only do it after work or on the weekends. And obviously I still have to do my own stuff, like my own life, my own gym or my girl, da. And I think we got into conversations like, just come work for Linkup for now. And obviously do link up and then just build your...
so this is right at the beginning?
This is right at the start.
Oh, so you was...
No, not the link up, not at the start of link up. This was like 5-6 years ago now, or 7 years ago. I can't remember how long ago I started now.
Yeah.
But this was my journey into link up.
Okay,
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can tell you how link up happened, but anyway, that was my journey. So that's how I started working. So I remember getting an email. I remember this day clearly. I was like, it was in my mom's house. It was just on a laptop below. So he set me up an email. Then I think he got an email and he's like, all right, cool, for practice, just deal with this email. It was something about like a video upload or something like that. And I was like, cool. So it's like basically what you say is blah, 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 blah. This is what the deal is, blah, blah, blah. I was like, all right, cool. 5 minutes later, like, deal's done. Man's like, here's your little cut here. So it gives me like, I think it only gave me like £20. I was like, £20 for what? For this?
For emails. That's what this? Just a couple emails.
Bro, I have to work like 2-3 hours for this, you know?
Yeah,
and all this is happening, just da-da-da. So that's why I was like, you know what? This is crazy.
Yeah, so going from the emails, how did you get into directing and cameras and how did it progress from there?
So the emails, obviously started with emails, boom, boom, boom. That was nice. But then I was always in the creative side of things. Like even before Link Up, even before my jobs, whatever. So I always like to like make music or had a MySpace, then learn how to do the backgrounds for the MySpace. You know them custom ones where they had like a big long top and they had a video on the top. I learned how to do it, but I learned to do it at later stages. But that's how I learned. So I was always like in the creative side of things. I never really touched cameras, really didn't know much about it, but thing is, obviously working alongside Ane, I was like, he was like, oh, do you want to film from some freestyles for me, the street heats, that's what we're filming at the time. I was like, yeah, cool, let's do it. And there's obviously then we kind of, he started teaching me like, cool, yeah.
Well, so that's how you first learned how to use a camera?
Yeah.
On the freestyles?
Yeah.
So you go and, because that's how I met, I think that's how I met Ane, you know?
It must have been, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, so what, you used to come with the camera and just film it and that's how you just learned from there and then? On the set?
Yeah.
But that's, you know what, yeah, like, I've learned as well, like obviously with music and like singing, like for instance, had rehearsal yesterday, whatever, I didn't know the songs. It will stick with you when you do it in the thing that you're supposed to be doing. You'll always remember, this is what I need to do to get this. And then it kind of,
but he wouldn't have known yet.
Yeah, but he doesn't know, but my man's showing him, here's the camera, this is what I need you to do this. Oh, nah, move here a bit, and then now you know, oh, when I'm doing these freestyles, this is what I need to do. So this is how I capture like an individual freestyle this way.
Did anything what went wrong when you was doing it? When you first started the camera?
So there's been times, I mean, remember freestyles, when we started doing freestyles, like he's teaching me to do freestyles, it was daytime, it was cool. It's simple. Remember, it's simple. It's just you're holding a camera, you're just shooting a freestyle, making sure that the sound's cool, because we had like a top mic to capture the vocals, little speaker on a low, just so the artist can catch the beat. Like 2 angles of that, then quickly chop it up. That's done. The first video that I've done again was for Anea. It was in Stratford, West Ham Park. That's where we started doing it. It's still on YouTube. that was my first video, and it's literally again through the deep end. He's like, yeah, today we're gonna do a video. So like, yeah, sick, let's do it, cool. You know the ones that are just like, I'm just new to the game. I'm just new to the game.
That £20 email sent. I don't care now.
Did you get any money? How many more emails did you send after that though?
Oh, no, ton.
Oh no, so you're racking it up. You're racking it up.
I'm doing all right. Doing all right.
He's progressing.
You always when you're that age, you always want more, innit?
Yeah, cool.
So I was like, you know what? Let me do the skills, because remember we're into filming world, innit? This is entertainment. I need to like logic. You need to learn this shit.
Yeah, cool.
So it's like, yeah, cool. First music video, again, boom. Literally, there you go. There's a camera, film. That's how it was. It wasn't just like intricate details. Just like film, cool. So if you feel filming. Getting angles. I didn't know how many angles to get. He's just like, yeah, do this angle. And he was pretty much doing a directing of the mandem, because I didn't know how to direct people like that.
Yeah, cool.
So it's like he's just directing them. Yo, man, bear shouting. Yo, shut the fuck up. Where's the guy for a thing? I'm like,
yeah, because that's another thing. You got to control the people.
These are hood guys.
Yeah.
You know,
cool.
these are like, bro, like I'm talking hood, like people coming up to them going, oh, boss, you got any heroin? Like proper, like I was like, shit, I'm in deep. I'm in deep. But the thing is, you feel cool because you're with them, like you're there for them to do that. You know what I'm saying? They're not ever gonna trouble you because you're there for them.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say. Have you ever had, before we even move on? Sorry. Yeah. Have you ever had a situation, because cameras are very expensive.
Yeah. No.
I don't know if people. Have you ever had a situation where
touch wood? No.
Yeah. Touch wood. God forbid.
Yeah.
Oh, so you've always.
I think I base it off that. Because we're Link Up.
What do you mean?
We're Link Up TV.
Yeah.
I'm Link Up TV. He's Link Up TV. It's like I feel like there's a level of respect where it comes. I mean, we're just not any cameramen.
Yeah.
You get it? And I think that's where it kind of not saved my ass, but that's kept my ass protected.
You got respect.
That's more so now though. But at the beginning, was it always?
No, remember I came in when I think there was like. We're already like 250,000 subscribers up.
What was happening when you came in? What do you remember? What iconic moments do you remember happening?
Iconic moments.
A picture.
I wasn't around many big artists, so I can't remember like big artists and stuff. It was mainly just a lot of freestyles, doing a few videos. So even that first video took me ages to edit.
And who was that?
I'll show you. You can.
You don't remember?
No, I remember. I just don't know the name. I just don't know who the artists were, because I got a playlist on my channel, on my own YouTube, just to like all the little things I've done. So I sent it that. But that's the first video. I can't remember. All the videos are in chronological order, so you can see who's my next guy, who the next guy was.
We can add that in.
Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, all the people that I've worked with, they're cool people. Like, even though they might look probably very intimidating if you're walking past or whatnot, but they're, I mean, you know, as I said, touch wood and whatever, nothing happens in the future. Nothing has happened in the past. Like, where it's a madness, where I've got stuck up for camera or anything like that. Do you know what I mean? But yeah.
How about in terms of like awkward moments or annoying moments?
Annoying moments is like artists. Annoying moments, even to this day, and I think I don't think this will ever go away. That's what I'm trying to stay away from, like little videos and people that I don't know. Like just let other people handle them. It's people that come for their video shoots. They think it's a party. Everyone comes thinking it's a party, but it's not meant to be a party. It's meant to be a work.
Yeah.
Maybe the artist comes to do work, but because he's got so much influence around him with his mandem and there's a vibe, there's drink, there's smoke. Everyone just gets into that mood where it's just like, we're not even doing what we're meant to do now.
Yeah.
I remember like one of my early videos as well. It's like I went to Harrow or somewhere, and it's like, an apartment, and it's just like, you know, like bare girls, bare man them, like smoke, drink, and I'm just like, because I'm still fresh to this video thing, and I'm like, how the fuck am I meant to start this video? Because everyone's one artist is in a kitchen doing something, one artist is on a sofa chatting to girls, one artist is doing something else, and I'm like,
you gotta go and interact.
How the hell am I gonna do this? So to be honest, one older guy that was part of the tune, I think he was a producer or manager or whatever, he kind of just handled it because he saw that it wasn't going nowhere. And so he handled it. And that's how I started slowly learning that director is not just shooting a video. You actually have to speak up.
I was
and
going to say that
direct.
because for the last video, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. The last video that we done, we obviously I don't know if you remember, we had the shoot, and then we went to the block party, and then when we got there, he said, I'm not doing it here. Because in my head, we've got the plan to shoot that, and we've got another scene to do at the block party. He came there, we went in there, and said, he come up to me in front of everybody. He said, D, we're not doing it. We're not doing it here. We're not doing it here. This is not the vibe I'm looking for. This is not what we planned. And he was gone. And he left. Him, these guys left. I'm listening. Did you get home safe?
So you stayed? You stayed?
I stayed. He said, this is not the plan.
But before the whole situation, these men telling me that this man's got this on him. That I was like, I'm not looking.
I remember that day. Don't worry, it's cool. Certain man here, everything could be fine. Like certain man here, what?
No, but even certain man guy, I got my something on me. I'm not trying to go there.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I'm like me.
Yeah,
I still went there. I still saw some people I knew, but it's just like,
there's loads going on. I
was like, okay, cool. Say it's there, nothing there. It was cool. But yeah,
that's how you learn how to kind of handle it. Because now you're very like to the point.
I always feel there's a lot more to go. Remember, there's levels. There's levels of you directing a video, and there's levels of being doing a big boy shoot where there's like 6 people behind the camera just handling the camera alone. You know what I mean? It's like first AC, gaffer, and everyone's coming to you as a director, and literally like everything falls onto you and onto what
your vision.
The success of the video falls onto you, because that's how it kind of is set up.
When you say successful video, you mean the outcome that you want.
Because remember, all these other people are just there to do what is being planned to do. You get it? They're not here for shit that goes wrong. For the actors are not doing the right things, and for running overtime, and because my man got caught into traffic going from set to set, and they're not here for that. They just want to know that I'm here from 12 to 8, and after 8, I'm gonna be trouble. I'm gonna be like, oh, mate, time. You know what I mean? And as a director, you kind of have to just chill, boom. You know what I mean? Just chill, cool. Like, I mean, there's some great, the people that I work with, they're like Rashid, he's just one of the greatest people, man. Like, because he's been in the game for so long, and he's a clever guy, and it's like the way he operates and the way he can pattern stuff. I'll tell you a story. The way he can pattern up stuff, it's just like, it's still amazing. It's just like this guy, you know, like.
I think you lot are so humble as well. I feel like it come like you lot based on you got big, but I think like because you lot are so humble and so down to earth, I feel like people repay the favors when they get bigger. For example, if I manage God's will and I get to where I need to get to, they're gonna be the first people there. Do you know what I'm trying to say? I feel like that kind of. I don't know if is that the case or.
It is the case and it's not the case. I feel like the older generation, like the OGs of the game, they respect that. They respect Rashid and the hustle, and they always owe him. Well, we kind of owe each other. Like Rashid owes them favors, and in respectful favor, not like this and that. Like I paid you this much. No. It's more like just mutual. It's the younger generation and the younger people that blow that they definitely don't understand that. They don't have that. They don't have that kind of. It's not wired into them, nah. And I don't. It's a shame, but it's not like that.
Do you think the artists today? So what do you think the artists today and the artists back then? Do you think the artists back then are a bit more to the code and kind of more respectful? Do you think it's?
Yeah. I think they're more to the code and they're more straightforward. I mean, they're more straightforward. They'll tell you straight away, like. They won't tell you like, management, you know, we can't put a video up on your channel because like the management, Nah, they're just like, cool, we're putting it on my man's platform. Or it's going up on my platform. Like, and it's cool. We'll move on straight away. There's no hard feelings.
I've put some of the videos on GRM. Like,
there's no hard feelings.
Never ever had an issue.
Yeah, but the problem becomes when we know you're lying. Yeah, we know if we spoke and we kind of had an agreement of some sort. maybe not for all the projects, but maybe like one project that you're doing with somebody, something, that cool, you're gonna let us know, and then we're gonna try work something out, whether it's helping you with a video or, you know, paying for something, and to get that onto our platform, whatever, and then you start telling us, oh, it's management, oh, the labels.
You know, it's just
come on, mate.
You can make it. You can make your own. You're very out there.
Yeah, no, but it's
been in the game long enough to know when you're lying and when you're
you know, again, from Rashid, I learned that it's like, just cool, move on. Like, just keep it moving. There's no point like procrastinating and holding feelings and whatever else. Only like I hold feelings till this day for certain people.
Why? Based on...
No, it's just they done me dirty. Like, they done me dirty.
You thought it was just a little bit sly.
No. It's just they done me dirty. Like, they didn't do me that dirty, but it's just like I just felt like, raw, like, you man are crazy. Like, you man just ruined it for yourself, really.
Bad vibe.
Yeah, just the whole movement is weird, man.
Yeah. all of you, all of you, your family.
What was it? Is that the story? What was the story?
Not that deep, but it's just like whatever you're doing, you're not doing it right. Because, you know, what I'm saying? I don't want to say nothing on no names or nothing, but it's just like, just move different, man. Just move.
And another thing I was going to say as well is, you lot are, what I've noticed, I don't know if this is true, but you lot are all cameramen, innit? I've always like, you see, like when I work with him, if I say to him, I want another guy behind the scenes, he can make a phone call. Camera, like you can, your cameraman, and there can do camera, can't he?
Yeah.
Rashid can do it. All of you can.
Yeah.
Is that like one of your things that kind of like you can kind of spread your like you can just go at all different shows, concerts?
Yeah.
Do you think that's one of the things that's kind of kept you lot at the top, or do you think that's not really?
I mean, yeah. You're right by saying everyone can do whatever they can do.
Because I went to the office the other day, everyone's editing. There's about four different computers on the desk. Everyone's sitting there editing. They're all doing the same thing.
Yeah.
But different projects.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's...
I mean, that's how you spread your workload and you get stuff out, innit? Like, you always have to find, like, especially with what we're doing now, it's like, you have to find ways just to get things moving quicker, whether it's like by recording it better, in a different way to get it out quicker. Instead of recording in 3 cameras, you find a way to record into one device and then just, it's an easy edit. Whether it's having more people to edit, more cameramen, you know what I mean? I mean, there's level. Everyone's got a different level to their knowledge. You know what I mean? So it's like me and Rashid will have certain type of knowledge. The younger lot have certain knowledge that they still need to build upon, and you know, I say something like being a creative. It has to come within the heart. It has to come naturally from your gut, because if you start asking too many questions and doubting yourself, like, oh, is this angle right? Is that angle right? I find it that like there's no right or wrong in art, like especially like visuals and stuff. It's just correct. It's just do it correct. Just do something correct, but there's no right or wrong. Correct, but I mean by like just make sure the shot is not too dark, not too shaky, not too light. The lighting's okay. You can get away with a lot of stuff. Yeah, that's doing it right. Remember, creativity is more like the angles and the movement, how my man should move, how this should move. What's the vibe behind this? Because now we're doing a lot of interviews and documentaries we shot. We're doing like obviously a lot of live streams on the hub. Like you gotta have to, the heart the feeling comes from the heart, from the gut, how to do things, innit? And I think that's why like the new generation needs to learn. Is just that just comes from the creativity has to come from within. You can't do it for money because there's not a lot of money in it, like to start with. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Because even the way I started like doing link ups and whatever else and being creative, is like I just thought this shit is so cool. Like it's so cool to be. What do you do? I'm a music director, you know. It just
sounds crazy.
It sounds good.
It sounds cool.
How are you?
Yeah, but in reality, it's not. You know what I mean? In reality, it's not just that. It's a lot more. Like it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? You're required in many different departments, if you know what I mean. Like just editing, directing, and the graphics and motion graphics and VFX and do. Do you know what I mean?
There's loads going on.
There's loads going on. Just don't limit yourself to one thing. Just do as much as you can, as long as your job's effective, innit? because you don't want to compromise other things.
So what would you call yourself? Would you what do you class yourself as? What, like, before we get into how does somebody in the middle of nowhere get on Linkuptv?
Whatever
because I
you
know
pay
it's
me
how
for.
hard it is for people to get on Linkuptv. This is for all the people that send emails that can't get through. This is who you have to contact that actually sits down and uploads your tune.
Send a post
Not
order
only me.
with
No,
the-
don't put a target on me only.
But when I started talking to Anair, that's who I had to contact.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's only because I spoke to Anair, who was the owner, I didn't even know, but when
Yeah.
we started talking, he was like, yeah, cool. That's who I had to contact. So I was like, oh, now I've got exactly who I need.
Yeah,
the guy.
Put my song on that channel. But how does someone get on? How does someone get on Link Up? Because there's a lot of people out there that have no idea.
Just email. Just go on the website and email. It's very simple.
That's the way to do it. But you know,
Yeah.
there's people out there that have been sending emails and cannot get on it. There must be like
You know what it is? We receive so many emails. Like, not even to like exaggerate stuff. I'm not that kind of guy. We get so many emails. Sometimes it's hard to answer all the emails within like a day or like a couple of days, because again, we're doing so much, and it's a small team. It's a niche team. Remember, we're directing, we're filming, we're editing, we're emails, we're dealing with labels, we're dealing with companies, brands, blah 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 blah. You know, we're slowly starting to have certain people that deal with that. Like, brands call, my man gets this. Labels probably talk to Rashid because he's just a guy that everyone knows, so on and so forth. Yeah. And also, like,
And what are you looking for in the emails? Are you looking for like music? What are they sending? Are they sending music? Are they sending?
yeah, music. Like music. A lot of the time it's like asking, how can I get this up, and so on and so forth. Like, how can I get uploaded? Like, can you know?
Because that is how I spoke to.
Yeah,
that's how I started.
Yeah, to be honest, like the easiest way to contact someone and be successful in a certain situation is have everything ready in that email. Like, literally, have your name. No one wants to read a long ass email. No one wants to know that you're from Bristol or just a village outside Bristol and you have a new wave and you're this new star. Maybe you are. Maybe you're the next Post Malone. You're the next Dave. You're the next someone. But
You said no one cares.
but
until
generally, but generally, let the project or let the video, let your
itself,
artwork speak for itself. Yeah. So it's like you have to just, to be honest, don't be like. Remember, when people go for a lot of emails, it's not about being polite. It's not necessarily needed, because we know that it's a business, isn't it? You coming to us as a business, we're responding to you as a business. Yeah. So all you could say is, I want to upload a video. This is the link.
This is my name.
Let me know. That's all. That's all you could say.
So get straight to the point.
Yeah, straight to the point.
I think the point is as well, because like you said, you're dealing with so much. That's time. Like me reading through it, it's time.
Yeah.
I take time to read each word. Like, I want to upload this video.
Yeah.
Here's the link. This is my name. Let me know.
Yeah.
I can do that in 3 seconds.
But what are you
know
looking for that would make you inquire more into that video or into that person? What you personally? I can't speak for everyone. Can't speak for everyone, obviously.
To be honest, it's just first few seconds. Like, first, no, it literally is.
I hear that.
Like, first, like, after the drop, after like you start your spitting, singing, whatever. Generally, the first few seconds, first 10 seconds, I wouldn't even go to 20. You would as you. There's a feeling you get. There's a vibe. You know that this is something. There's something in it. Even as far as like a music video, right? Because I deal with a lot of music videos. So it's like, as soon as you see as soon as I see the opening scene of the video, I can tell you whether this will be for a platform or not. Because I guess the eye is so trained to see a good video or a certain element of artistry that you can kind of make a judgment straight away. I always give people chances, like, watch the videos a bit longer and just to see what they're about. But generally, you can kind of be like,
I know exactly what you're saying, because I love films, watching movies.
Yeah.
So when if it's a film house that I'm not sure of, okay, I've never seen that one before. I wait. As soon as the first few angles come in or the first movement, I'm like, yeah, no.
dead. Exactly. It's simple.
Straight away. If it's like a Lionsgate or Paramount, I'll give it a bit longer because it's like, okay, cool, that's recognised.
Yeah.
But then I still, even if I'm watching, thinking, nah, I'm not gonna like this because it's way short, it's long.
So it's really that chancing, isn't it? Because I've seen a lot of videos that I would never put up on my channel that are on your channels.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm trying to say? Like that, I was thinking, I wouldn't listen to that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't listen to that. So what's the reason why? How do you differentiate? Like you're just saying personal taste, isn't it? So if you decide that you like it,
to be honest,
does Rashid like it as well? Or?
A lot of we obviously we have like meetings and not so much meetings now, but like we have a group chat where it's like if people are not sure about something, we'll throw it up in there. So guys, check this out, please. Let me know your thoughts.
And is it a general consensus thing, or is it like because if you like it and Rashid doesn't, what happens then?
Generally, to be honest, like Rashid's pretty easy. Like if you would say like, oh nah, I'll be like, nah, it's cool, man. It's a good song, man. Let the
everyone's kind of
bust the kids, man. It's calm, man.
He's got trust in everyone.
Yeah. So it's like, alright, cool, do your thing. You know what I mean? But generally, you wouldn't do that to projects that you know like it's a waste of time to send to anyone. You know what I mean? And you know like imagine you open an email and you see someone standing against a wall. You see like up to their kneecap. You know this is gonna be a dead video. You straight away you know the thumbnail. Without clicking play, you can tell that this is gonna be a dead video because one, there's no effort in the video. You know what I mean? Like you can already see it's like iPhone quality, probably like 720. You just know it's not going the right direction.
I don't even know what that means.
No, you see the quality. You see the quality. It's
oh,
like,
you mean that's
720?
Remember,
1080p thing. I get what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you just see that and you're just like, you know, this is not going to go anywhere. You still listen. You still, you know, that's why sometimes you tend not to do too many emails a day, just because you don't wanna get certain images into your head before doing something creative, just because you know what I mean? If you watch a lot of mad things, you're gonna start thinking mad things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you watch a lot of like rubbish videos, you're gonna
start directing rubbish.
That's what I'm saying. I get scared sometimes. I'm like, oh, I need to direct this video. Like in a few days, I'm like, I'm just watching these rubbish videos. I'm like, I don't want that. I'm scared that I'll bring that energy to the table. I don't do that, but it just, you know,
you never know.
Creatively, you don't want to like be like, oh, I can get away with this rubbish thing.
Yeah, you never know. Before we even get into Drake,
we're about to get into that.
You said about the hub, because I watched the hub. So you see,
Love it.
Yeah, that's all that stuff is wicked, and you see like that's coming away from music, isn't it? A bit.
Like, it's all still related, but
it's a lot of podcasts, because obviously I see a lot of podcasts on there. Obviously not Real Shit No Flies, but I see a lot of podcasts on Linkuptv.
Yeah.
So how do you what's the angle with that? How comes you lot of is it
to be honest, it's all Rashid. It's as I said to someone before, and I always say this, that like Rashid is I think it's just one in a million. Like the way he thinks, the way he processes things, the ideas he comes up with, and the way he knows his team. He knows the strengths of people. Yeah. Because his mind is coming with a lot of ideas that you wouldn't necessarily come up with. You get it? And it's just like he'll throw something, and if obviously if the team agrees or the team thinks it's gonna work, then we start moving towards it.
I think it's definitely working.
100%.
That's what I'm saying.
That whole thing is working. It's not even just the hub. I
Yeah.
think it's more like obviously you got the phone in things. You got the podcast.
I mean, that's part of the show, isn't it? That's all part of the show. I mean, I'm talking about like even like 24 hours. I'm talking about the old school shows.
You mean
as well.
the
even the shows like documentaries and this and that and this. Like it's pretty much like that's his babies, isn't it? And we just help raise it. Really, that's what we do. Like that's what I do. You know, he would just give me it, and I'll be like, cool. Let me I don't know what to call it, brand it. Let me brand it like the hub. It's like cool. Literally, the conversations sometimes go like this. Yo, bro, hope you're well. Thinking of doing this thing. Blah blah blah. It's called the hub. What we're trying to do with this is go here, have this, have that. Cool. Boom. Can you whip something up for me? And Rashid is always like, can you whip something up quickly? It's light.
Today. Came back to me today. Midday.
I think that's how he gets away with it. It's like, just quickly, it's like nothing complicated. Just whip it up, cool. And then yeah, that's how it works. And it's just like, cool. Then you know, send him the logo, like, yeah. Usually the thing is, the way it works is like, usually what I send him, what I come up with, we go with that. Mm-hmm. So and it kind of works in harmony like that.
You've got faith in, you know.
Yeah, because the thing is, I know like what we want, and I know what like the image we're trying to push with of Link Up, innit? Because like all the graphics that you see, like the website, the way it's laid out, the even the banners everywhere, that's all me. Like the way it's like, I know what we want to go for, and obviously I can't just chuck it up there. Everyone has to agree to it, but essentially that's my vision. Like that's how I see it. And obviously if people like it, then they agree to it, and then we just throw it up. And that's the same thing.
I think that's definitely, he shows like a big element of trust. And I think it's like if you work for like someone in a position of power or someone in the media in the public eye. Work with. Sorry, you're. I'm just saying, for instance. Yeah, so you, like for instance, an MP or Boris Johnson. He doesn't write anything.
Yeah.
Someone does that for him.
Yeah.
But he has that person because they know how his mind works and the vision.
Yeah.
So I need a speech for thingy. Okay, cool. He's going to look at it sometimes 10 minutes before, but he knows that what your idea is the same as mine. The vision's collective. I can tell you, whip it up, and we'll all agree it, but we know it's going to be that. And I think that's definitely, especially for someone.
It's a skill,
and it's a lot of trust, which means that you're very good at what you do if someone trusts you to do it.
Yeah, definitely. I guess. 'Cause sometimes like I don't even send him stuff that like, if you ask me for something and I whip it up on my side, and I don't, like, again, going back to the feeling, if I don't feel like this is good, I might just keep it on my computer, go do something, go walk my dog or whatever, go to the gym, come back, and I'll probably do another 2 designs, and then one of them's gonna hit. So I'll just, boom, which one do you like? And usually he likes the one I like. Like I know which one he's gonna go for. But I just give him the option.
Just in case.
Just give the team the option, and man, And again, as you said, like that's what we have. It's like people, like I'm good at certain things, but I'm not good at other things. Like I'm not good at words. I'm not good at writing stuff. I'm good, but I'm not quick with it. I could sit down and be like, because I'm not a writer, but I know the vibe, so I could write something, but I'm not good like that. We just give it to like Tevin. He used to be a writer. He does a lot more now, but he would just do something sick with it. Like this part unleashes this master. The notorious
wordsmith.
Sometimes you got to tell him.
He's a poet.
Sometimes I'm like, can you can you do the video's coming out? Can you just do like write up something in the description and obviously just include me because I've done the video, but like just do something like it's cool. Notorious. I'm like, Tev, lose the notorious bit. Like, you know what I mean? No, but that's what I'm saying. You give people that got that the talent and that and good at that. You just and I think that's what Rash knows. It's like he knows it's a skill to have in its own. He knows the power of people, innit? He knows who can do what and what he can't do and who can do what, and then he just puts them together and. You know, and that's how business is run, really.
And how did you? Obviously, I see a lot of people. What is it? Just because obviously I saw like ZZ Mills on there. I see that. But how does them conversations happen? You just say, "Oh, do you want to come on here?" Because obviously I don't know if is she signed or is she not signed?
I'm not sure. The back. Remember, creatives are free, innit? Too. I think creatives, whenever they make any kind of deals, I think they stay pretty free to do what they want to do now in this day and age. I don't think no one really wants to be tied down to like you can only do like 9 o'clock on Monday and you can't do nothing else for the week. You know what I mean? I think they're pretty in the contracts. They like do what you want to do. Just don't do some madness that's gonna get you written off. In
and what do you do? It's just like a conversation. Just
so like the hub. That's how it came about. We're doing a hub. This is the vibe. Cool, boom. We're gonna do shows. So we want something for Monday. We want something for Wednesday. We want something for Friday. Cool. Monday. The Monday show was meant to even be something else. Monday night. It was meant to be called Monday Night Link Up. There's meant to be like 3 presenters. That kind of fizzled out.
Why?
I don't know. I think there was just people's commitments that it's a good idea when you throw it at them, but then when it comes to realize that you have to be here every Monday at a certain time, maybe people feel like, shit, maybe on Mondays I might not be able to make that Monday. So then the show kind of doesn't make sense anymore. So that kind of, that's what I'm saying. It's like if you just try things and things don't work. Yeah. So it's like, so Monday night, it was meant to be Monday night link up. Then Wednesday, I can't remember what Wednesday was. I don't think it was, So it was the check, that now's the checkpoint where they review music. Then Friday, it was always meant to be Friday Night Rant with J Gang Castillo. The ZZ thing, it was just like, ZZ Mills Uncut was literally named because she's on a show and she does that show. Literally, that's how, obviously her name is so big, then we just named that show. We couldn't have like Monday night, whatever, and have ZZ Mills. We had to be ZZ Mills. You have to give her that respect, innit? She's big. But yeah, and that's how it goes. And even like Live and Direct, there's a new show that happened after the whole hub thing. Live and Direct is like where like artists come. So we had C-Biz come. He kicked it off. So it's literally like an interview.
I watched that one where they phone in, innit?
Yeah, so it's like an interview. Then people can phone in just to say wagwan and.
And do you man those? Because obviously I saw some people ringing in.
Scary,
I'm trying to figure this out because I saw someone ringing. I'm thinking that's an iffy phone call.
Yeah.
But do you not know who's gonna?
No,
ring?
you don't.
It's live like that.
Well, I remember we ain't got the tech like that to be like, yo. So what do you want to ask him? So it's literally like. What happens is Rash will have headphones on, and on a mixer he will ring someone, and sometimes you can hear that boop boop, and usually you can see on your phone it says the sister dialing in it, and then once the seconds start rolling, you know someone's on the line, so you just go. You're live. Yo, wagwan. So you don't know who's phoning, girl, boy, feds. You don't know.
Are you listening? Fam, I see you.
Yeah, that's
we live. You're in the studio now. Yeah, watch, brother. It's like what? Who's
but that's
this?
the beauty of it, though.
That's amazing. I think that's outstanding. Like that makes the best viewing and the most entertainment when it's unpredictable and no one knows what's actually going to be said.
Yeah, but the people on it have got to deal with it as well. They've got to know how to deal with it.
Because that's what I'm saying. It's like, you know, like it's understandable. Remember, it's understandable. It's scary.
I see one clip where the guy said, "Oh, I think you're a Fed or something." He told my man, "I think you're a Fed or something." He said something like that to a brother.
Yeah, but that's that show is acceptable. Anything goes, isn't it? But like when you're talking about artists, like you know, like you got C-Biz, like we had Tiny Boost on. I think we just had Burner on. We had Cash on. So you know the show has only been running for like a few weeks, but we already had some big names on there, innit?
It's been good. And what days are what's on? Because I don't what's on Mondays.
ZZ Mills on Mondays, Checkpoints on Wednesdays, Friday Night Rant is always Friday. And the live and direct it is hit and miss because it just depends on the artist schedule. So we'll try to book him in advance, but obviously sometimes it's like I can't do it, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Because we had like recently, like I mean it's not in a secret. We had like people. We had like Sneakball was meant to come. We had Mowgli was meant to come, but they didn't. Certain things happened that they couldn't make it that day. So it's what it is. Isn't it?
And the days that you just said, they come out on those days or they recorded on those days?
They live stream that day.
Oh, so it's all live.
Okay.
It's all live stream.
But I've seen some that it's not live.
No, because that's recaps. That's just like little clips that.
Oh, but when do they come out as well?
Oh, the full version. The actual full version. We just open up a Patreon page. So if you miss the live shows and you want to watch it, it's a choice. You can go on Patreon, pay a subscription, and watch it. If you miss the live, yeah.
Okay.
It's free if you want to.
See, I didn't know this.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah. Well, there's meant to be a promo video coming out soon because I only done it the other day. I only done it yesterday, I think, or the day before. So we're gonna put that out and just try to promote it.
Okay. So the
Patreon thing is literally there if you wanna watch the full video and get some exclusive content like behind the scenes and whatnot, innit? That's what you guys should do, man. You should do something.
What do you think? He's writing it down.
You think I'm just standing here?
I've got my notes right here. My notes are right here.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he's writing down right now. That's exactly what we need to do. We'll be doing that. We'll have a show on Monday called what's your Monday?
Or if you can get another ZZ Mills, then yeah, no.
But that's what even on the Monday. So yeah, so the live stream comes out Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Yeah, and the live and direct is also live stream, but that can be like hit and miss. Like Friday, it can be a Wednesday, it can be a Tuesday.
What time?
It usually is either like a 7 to 8 or 6 to 7. Just depends. Remember, live and direct, it just depends on the artist and when they can make it. You get it? Remember, nothing's set in stone. We can always move, and we'll let you know in advance. Like, yo, like today's show's gonna be moved to then. Like, so I mean, that's the beauty. We can do anything we want. We try to stick to the schedule, but you know, we get a backlash of people. Yeah,
okay.
meant to start.
I was gonna say because they're probably waiting. They're not waiting.
Yo, could you see on YouTube? It says, "Yeah, we are waiting for whoever that person is."
Yeah, it's like now people get on.
For?
People is like in the chat like. Fucking link up, like you're like 1 minute late, like these fucking guys, bro. Like,
always late.
Or if you're late
what are you gonna
then,
do? Talking, you know what I mean?
Unsubscribe.
Yeah. No, it's not.
You don't want that.
Not that. It's not. Obviously, we try to do what we try to do, but you gotta understand that it's a lot of things going on in the background as well. A lot of buttons to press, a lot of people to wait for. So you know, sometimes it goes wrong, and just keep it moving.
So what was your guys' biggest moment then? Like most iconic moment?
I think
One
Drake.
of them. Drake.
100%.
It's gotta be Drake.
It has to be, yeah.
So how did that whole thing come about? Like, because obviously we know Drake's like probably for me probably the biggest artist in the world
right now.
Like, I don't think there's anyone that does the numbers he does. Terms of
apart from like
Beyonce's and Jay-Z's and that, like, but even still, he's still. If Drake releases something,
he went 1, 2, and 3 in America, didn't he?
Yeah.
Billboard and all that. Like,
How did that? How do you even have that conversation?
Scratch from the beginning.
Yeah.
Like, I want to know who spoke to who.
It was a DM. He DM'd us.
I was gonna say because he kind of lacks.
Yeah.
Because he said in it he said shout out Joey, Rashid, and Tadas.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out. So he obviously met you lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, go on. Sorry.
No. So the story is, I think Drake and Giggs were having a conversation, and he said, I think Drake said to Giggs, "Oh, I would like to, or whatever. Or do you think the guys from Link Up, I could come on like do a behind bars with them?" And Giggs must have told him, "Yeah, most likely." You know,
you're Drake.
If you're big enough, you know what I mean. But he's like, "Yeah, just give him a shout, and I'm sure you can pattern something." So after that, he DM'd us. The social media person at the time must have said like, "Yo, like Drake DM'd us like for your number." So
For whose number?
For Rashid. So I think Rashid obviously delete. Obviously, like, yo, there's my number, delete. Like, you know what I mean? No evidence.
Shout out
Whatever.
Giggs for that.
No, I don't think he deleted. I'm
Giggs
joking.
does a lot of
I'm
stuff
joking.
as well behind the scenes.
I don't think he deleted. But yeah, he chopped it. He obviously got the number. Then obviously he spoke to Rashid, and then Rashid hit me, and then he was like, yo, like, can you fly to Canada?
Is this a phone call?
Yeah, he was at home. I was at home. He was like, he phoned us, can you fly to Canada? And I was like, yeah, I think so. Because at the back of my mind now, I'm thinking, can I? Because why would you ask me? Because I've got a Lithuanian passport. Like, can I? I don't know. So it's like, I was like, yeah, I should be able to. I'm gonna talk to my sister because she knows, she's done all the America.
You didn't know why? You didn't know why these times?
No. He's like, can you fly? I said, no. I was just like, yeah, I think so. Yeah, why? He's like, Drake wants to do behind bars. I was like, cool. What?
Okay, yeah.
That cool. Sorry, who? What?
No, the thing is, like, everything is like, obviously it's exciting, but it's like the way it went, it was just very cool. It's like, yeah, I was like, yeah, it should be, yeah, cool, yeah, say nothing. And I was like, hey, just send me your passport information, we'll start getting it sorted out. I was like, cool. I go off the phone, I'm like, you know when you just like, your whole neck is buzzing. It's like,
you're not
what?
sure what's going on.
And I was like, even my missus like, she's like, I was gassed. I was like, rah. She's like, what? I was like, ah. You know what I mean? Because it's such a surreal moment. And I was like,
yeah, cool.
And I was like, I said, you're never gonna believe this. She's like, what? She's getting hyped up now as well. She's like, what? Tell me. I was like, Drake, what's the deal behind bars?
Jesus.
No, I didn't say he wants to do. I said, we're gonna do a behind bars with Drake. We started screaming like
Like an
Both looking at each other.
and then she's like, oh, when? I said, I don't know, like Friday. And this was a Wednesday.
Oh,
Now
so it was in Canada?
I got a phone call on Wednesday. And then I was like, and you know, I'm looking at the visas. I'm like, bro, like, let me get this visa quickly. But in my back of my head, I'm going, Friday's in a day or so. Like, this is too soon. Like, it's gonna fall. This is gonna fall through. Like, we're not gonna go. Like, I'm not gonna get the visa, and that's what's ended up happening. Joey patterned his one. He got his email with the ETA.
Oh, the ETA.
Oh, the Esther. Yeah, Esther. Yeah.
No, I think ETA. Esther is American.
Canada.
Yeah, oh, yeah, ETA,
Canada's
Canada,
American.
yeah,
Canada's
Canada,
American,
yeah,
but
yeah.
that one there is a big problem.
Yeah.
But
So I filled in my thing, paid my fee. No emails coming through. Hours been no emails coming through because usually you get it straight away or in 72 hours. I'm like, fuck, this is kind of fine. But Hotmail are donuts because when emails come through, like the way they organize the emails, it's like, it's weird. It's like they do focused emails and then they do all emails. And my stuff is always on focused. It's like, and I'm like, no, I'm not receiving this. Like, blah, blah, blah. And then I think I spoke to Joe. I was like, Joe, did you get your thing? He's like, yeah. I was like, fuck's sake. And I'm like, cool. So I was like, you know what? 2 hours gone past. I've done a search. Boom, it's there. You got it. I was like, oh, yes. I've got it. Sick. So then, yeah. Then I went sleep, woke up.
what day is this? This
is a Wednesday.
This is a Wednesday.
And I think Rashid phoned me midnight, like 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning. No, I woke up because there's a text or something, and it was just PDF tickets, booked, like flying off Friday. I was, when you're just like going back to sleep. Just seeing like
deep sleep.
Sick. It's gone again.
Yeah.
It's happening. Yeah. So it's like cool. So Friday comes, obviously, boom, boom, boom. Friday comes, we get to the airport. Rashta didn't have his ETA. He don't have the documents to fly, but he's still there.
Still where?
At the airport. Because we all got to the airport, but he doesn't have his documents because they never came through. Yeah.
So he's just chancing it.
Yeah, he's chancing it, but obviously they turn him away because right at the start you're like, "Where's your documents? Like, have you got
he
he didn't get to go. So
that's annoying.
yeah, it was like the way he played it off. I was like, does this guy even care what's happening? Because the way he was so cool, but then Joe was like, nah, he's fucking pissed.
I would be.
Yeah.
Pissed.
Obviously, he told me like later on, I was like, yeah, bro, I was fuming. I was fuming. But yeah,
No one's going.
give me the bags. No one's going.
We did it.
Yeah.
Someone called Jake now. Tell him it's done.
Yeah, but yeah, so me and Joey jumped on, went to Canada. Yeah,
So
man.
you land in Canada. Who meets you in Canada?
So before you get there, what airline?
Air Canada.
What? Air Canada.
Of course.
What? Air Canada. No, but it's sick because like the planes are half empty.
Yeah.
Like it was just normal because it's Friday. Like I don't know what's going on. It's just empty.
Yeah.
But it's weird because I think you go there, it takes a certain amount of time. You come back, it takes like an hour, 2 hours off.
Yeah. It's
'Cause the
route
wind
they
or
fly.
something.
Yeah,
Oh, is it? Yeah, it's weird.
If the wind's behind you, you fly
I think we
faster.
flew there like 6 hours. We came back in 5.
Yeah, that would scare me. I'm not really trying to go in double time in the wind.
It's weird. Yeah, but anyway.
But yeah, when you land
No,
off, what happens when
we
you land?
landed. The thing is, because we're trying to keep the whole Drake thing under wraps. So we're not trying to talk to no one about the Drake thing.
Why? Why is that?
No, because obviously Rash said like, let's just keep the secret until
make sure it happens.
Just make sure it happens, innit?
Yeah, make
So I was
it
like, cool. Funny thing is, yeah, obviously all our stuff is in the luggage, the back of the, what do you call it? The
holdall.
The holdalls, yeah.
The cargo, in the cargo.
The
Cargo
cargo,
hold,
innit?
yeah.
And then I think I had a bag of cameras on me, bro. That bag was so heavy. Had like cameras on me, some batteries in there, and I think a tripod or something.
Is this in the hand luggage?
Yeah, but the other stuff was in different compartments.
Okay, yeah.
Like they had it, anyway, so I walk in and there's a lady, and then she's looking at us, and then she's looking like other people, Mexicans and stuff, and then she's like, yeah, you go there. Oh, hi guys, where you traveling to? And then we was like,
Great accent.
and we had obviously I had the batteries and the tripod. The tripod gave it away, and it was like, oh, you come here for work? You go there. I was like, fuck's sake, bro, more trouble. So we go there, and we literally end up where all the like probably people trying to get into the country are. So it's like a lot of Mexican people there, and then that's when you feel like in the movies you're like, rah, just bare body armor, bare guns everywhere. It's like, this is wild. So obviously we'll get to the table now, and the guy goes, where you guys going? I was like, oh, we're just here for the weekend filming something. And he's like, what you filming? I'm like, because if you say Drake, it might seem like I'm taking a piss.
Yeah.
Or like, how is he gonna take it? Is it a joke or not? So I was like, yeah, we're here to film Drake. He's like, oh, okay, what are you here to do with him? I was like, oh, he's got a studio session. I don't really want to say we're here for work. I just want to say we're here to vlog. Because obviously,
because it's work permits and green
so
cards and how long you're working for. And
I didn't want to say nothing like that because that gets techie. I know that. I didn't want to say it. I was like, yeah, we just got our own channel. We're just gonna vlog his studio session, whatever.
Canada hot.
And then, bro, because before that, I'm in a line. I'm going to rush, bro. Like we are in a different line now. I think we're gonna get questioned. You need to send me a contact because I didn't have his number then. So I'm like, bro, you need to send me a contact for Drake. Send me Drake's number. As I'm standing in the line, Drake's number comes through. I'm like, cool. I said,
what, are you gonna ring him now?
No, that's what I said to the guy. I said, do you want me to ring him? Because I didn't know if that's this number, but I'm just like,
oh, what, you had to? Oh, you're talking about you'll have to prove it to the
yeah, because the guy's asking
they're
questions.
hot on it. That's what I'm saying. In Canada, they're hot on
I
it.
was like, I'm going to film Drake. We have our own channel. We're gonna do a vlog. Like, do you want me to ring him? And he's like, no, it's okay. We bust through. We went. Boom. Driver comes, picks us up, drops us to Ritz.
Is this Drake arranging all this?
Yeah. He's not obviously not Drake himself, but his team.
Is he arranging?
Yeah, everything's arranged for us.
So he's arranging it.
Yeah, everything, flights, everything.
Okay.
So we got to the hotel. Like obviously, it's my time, first time to like a big boy hotel like Ritz, and it's like, bro, like got in there. I remember clearly champagne. We're in tracksuits, by the way. So champagne just coming in glasses. At the foyer, there's it was like honey or it was like maple syrup. But it was on ice. So it's like a lollipops on ice with maple syrup. It was like, wow. It's all over my hand. I was like, we're just sitting there waiting for our keys. Yeah, so we just got our keys, go up to the 6th floor. Sixth floor.
But is that why, do you think that's...
Yeah, because a lot of people are staying on the 6th floor. Like, people in his camp as well, they're like staying, because he was in a resident bit. He used to live at Ritz then. He used to stay in the resident bit. He probably some mad apartment there. But, yeah, we end up going there. Boom, everyone's got a room. Not even one room, just double room, like whatever. You just one got room. He's on another room. Yeah.
How long's how long's the stay?
We stayed there till Sunday. So Friday to Sunday.
So basically about 4 days, give or take. 3-4 days, give or take.
Yeah, 3.
Yeah, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah, because we landed at Friday like I think it was like midday. So we got there. We
Toronto Pearson Airport. Is that what's the main? Which airport?
I can't remember. I just knew, you know, that different smells and different cars. I was just taking that, and I was like, bro, this is Canada. Like, this is sick. So we got to the hotel. Nothing much happened.
We
was meant to do the freestyle that night, and we was already talking to Drake, and he's like, yo, sorry, we can't do it today. He's like, nah, we're gonna have to do it tomorrow. Something. I think he messed up his leg playing basketball because he plays like a mad basketball. He plays a lot of basketball. So he played like 3 days in a row. One of his knees is hurting or something. So that got postponed till Saturday. And just went sleep, innit? What can you do?
But you didn't know what was happening the next day, obviously.
No, we knew it was gonna happen next day. It was meant to happen the Friday, but it got moved to Saturday because it hurt his leg. So yeah.
You haven't met him these times?
No. So we're just waiting. We're waiting on Saturday. We're waiting, obviously, for we don't know when. So we're just waiting. I'm just having my phone on me. Remember, these times in Canada, you have to buy a special package to get data on your phone, because Canada and America are two different things, isn't it? So like I'm just constantly buying a packs to keep my thing active in case I miss a text or miss a phone call, innit? So yeah, day goes like obviously morning, whatever day. Then start talking. He's like, I'm gonna link you guys later on today. Cool. We don't know when later is. So we're just like trying to stay close to the hotel, innit? Not trying to venture out. But we ended up going to the shopping mall. I ended up going out. There was some basketball game. I was just walking around. Went to the big, you know, the thing
CN Tower.
Yeah, that tower. I was just outside it taking selfies, and I was just lit. Like I was just
messaging you 10 times.
I was literally there, just like taking it in. I was like, bro, like, when did you get to fly out like that on a whim, just to another place, another country? I was just like taking in the people and whatever. Yeah, trying not to jaywalk because you know that crossing the road like that. I was like, bro, I'm not getting nicked for nothing here. So went back to the hotel. Me and Joey done our madness. Went to the spa, toes, nails done, everything.
Cucumbers on your eyes.
We was literally drinking tea, like just getting. It was crazy, man. It was just crazy. It was just like, yeah, just eating good food. Like the hotel's got amazing food. Like just literally.
It's the Ritz.
Yeah, you phone up. Like you want breakfast, you phone up. Like, hi, Mr. Vanagas, how can I help you today? I was like, what?
Yeah,
I was like, can I have this? Oh, can I have some? I don't see fruit on your thing. Can I get a plate of fruit? No problem. Blah, 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 just bare, trolley. Yeah. Sir, can you come in? It's like, whoa, it's a different life. Yeah, it was sick. It was sick. Yeah, just.
And then the next, so you've woken up now on Saturday now.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about Saturday now. So this is all happened
on Saturday.
Saturday now. So now, bro, like we had a spa. We chilled in the jacuzzi. You know, I'm always like thinking of time. I'm looking. It's like 5. Okay, no, I think it's like 4. It's like shit. No text. I was like, cool. And I'm texting him like, let us know. Cool. He's like, yeah, sure. Da. So we go back to our rooms now. I fall asleep. Boom, I'm sleeping. Get a text. Drake's like, yo, you guys wanna have some lunch? Or no, you guys want something to eat? I'm a person, I just don't like troubling people. And I was just like, I said, yeah, we can grab something to eat. Like obviously we can carry. No, he said, do you want something to eat? I'll sort something out for you. And I was like, yeah, but we can also eat at a hotel because like hotels got food, nice food.
Yeah, we can't.
He's like, nah, don't worry, the driver will be waiting for you like 6:45. Be downstairs. Say nothing, we'll just come downstairs, boom. Driver's there, jump in an Escalade, went to...
Escalade, nice.
Pick 6. I think it's called Pick 6.
What's that?
I think his and Chubbs' spot, like a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
Like, bro, mad. You can tell them, man, it didn't spare a penny to build that place. Bro, like somewhere, I just see a wall full of Ace of Spades, just like a wall behind glass, just Ace of Spades. The speakers I've never seen speakers like that in my life, just some golden trumpet looking chrome things. Like the floors, everything was just 10-10, like it was just sick. So eating for free, then you just see bare OVO people walking past with bare chains on, like reps, I think they're called Reps Up. Yeah, the record label, because they're all like mob ties, in it. So it's like they're all walking past, and Chubbs, we already spoke to Chubbs before. We knew we were going to record that night because obviously we started talking to CJ, which is Drake's road manager, and he was keeping us up to date what's happening. So he's like, yeah, Drake's on the way to studio, blah, blah, blah. And then, yeah, we're just literally just chilling, watching the game, just taking in the atmosphere, whatever. And then, yeah, it just says, yo, Drake's ready, cool. So me and Joey jumped back in the car, went to the hotel, grabbed all the cameras and all that stuff. Yeah, just went to the studio, really.
What's all that stuff?
Oh, it was two, like, what? I had like 2 tripod, like, we had 2 cameras, tripod, 2 lights, and obviously light stands. And that's it. That's all we had. And the most important thing is the mic cover. You know the mic cover that says Linkuptv in it. So that's that. Yeah, that's it. That's what we had. So we get to the studios. Like the studio, it looked like an industrial. You know them industrial estates that you get. It looked like that, literally.
Is that his studio or is it
40s? You know 40 OVO 40.
Oh, okay.
The engineer.
I don't know
his
it,
studio.
but I've heard.
Yeah,
I've heard the name.
yeah, literally there. Just as soon as you get there, wench security guard outside. You see them security guards with him all the time. The white guys with bare tattoos everywhere.
Oh yeah.
One of them was outside. Cool. So yeah, just opens the door. We go like, where do we go? Downstairs. It's surreal because you're just like, you're going there. You're knowing like, bruv, like my guy is right there. You have to take the level of the artist he is into consideration. And you have to put yourself in them shoes to actually feel that. You know what I mean? Bruv, Drake is behind that door. As soon as the door opens, the man's there. What's going on, you guys? You good? Boom. Normal. Like literally, like me and you just, what's going on? You good? How's the flight?
You don't get that feeling with me though, when I'm behind that door. You don't feel like...
that's how it literally, because you know, my man. No, remember, you know, it's like... Imagine if you got there, you got patted down, checked for weapons, whatever. That's different. But it was like, nothing got checked for nothing. It was just like you walk in there, you go to the studio, my guy's there, safe to everyone. How you guys doing? How's the flight? Good. Oh, shame Rashid can't be here. Blah blah blah. I was like, yeah, I know, man. It's what it is, man. What can we do now? It's like, yeah, man. Oh, so you guys wanna hear the freestyle? I was like, yeah. Yeah. Nah, but once that freestyle went off in the studio. boy, you see them speakers, they're not UK speakers. I think not many studios in UK would have them kind of speakers. Only like a big boy studio. But the whole building was shaking. I can't remember what the piano goes. And then it's like, and it's R's and V's on O's. Everyone's just like, I was like, fuck yeah. We're about to record. It's like, just going off. Yeah, it was sick. So yeah, just done that. Went to the booth. Obviously saw where we're gonna shoot. Yeah, 40's like, just don't move this mic. I'm like, we kind of need to move it out of the way because I want to shoot here. He's like, cool, let me do it. So he come because the mic was like 16 grand or something like. But to them, that kind of money's not really that much. But it's like, they were just like, it's not about the money. It's just about that we can't get this quickly. It takes a long time to make this mic. Like it's custom and all that shit. Well, do what you need to do.
If anything happens, we can re-get it, but it's gonna take 3 months.
He said like something silly, like 6 months to get this mic. I was like, oh.
But I still need it over there.
Yeah. No, but they moved it, and yeah, man, just boom. Literally, that's how it works. Just
And you was actually filming it. You was filming. And
yeah.
So you actually
we had one camera on tripod, and I was just doing a side angle. Just took it from there.
And when you're doing it, did it feel surreal when you're actually filming it still, or
because you just got in a zone. You remember, you got just work mode, just in a zone, making sure that. Remember, my thing is always making sure that everything's 10/10, like the way it looks. The best I can make it look, it's gonna look that way. Like, I'm sure someone could be like, I could have done it better. Cool. But you're not there. I'm there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Can only be one of us. 3 of us will come in. There's 2 of us here.
Yeah. But it's like literally, I was pleased the way it came out. We literally went upstairs to the like a meeting spot, the meeting bit upstairs. Literally edited it there and then. Obviously, they all came in, watched it. They said, "Yep, thumbs up, cool." Boom.
So you edited it on site?
On the spot, yeah.
Wow. That's the benefit.
I didn't want to say, yeah, guys, safe. I'll see you guys in a week. No, I want to make sure that we all got whatever we need to get sorted in it, because we had to go back in to do some other bits that I wanted to get of him. But we got all that done, edited on the spot. Yeah, man, we just had some general conversations with him anyway. It's like, I was actually in the kitchen with him. I was trying to grab a drink. He was making a tea. I started talking to him about the albums coming out and how many songs he's got done and how he does it. Like, not so much an interview, like trying to get as much information as I can, but it's just general, innit? Like, just wanted to know. So he was telling me about like how he figures out what to do, and
how is that then? What did he do? Any nuggets?
Nah, it's just what I would say is he's a very clever guy. He does his homework. He knows what people like, which coast likes what music, what vibe. You know what I mean? And
he's very in touch with the UK.
Yeah, he's very in touch with the music. Trust me, you can tell by the way he tells the story. You can tell he knows what he's doing, and it proves it. All his tunes, billboards, and all that stuff, #1s, and come on, man,
straight.
What do you feel like that did? Because I remember when you lot put out a teaser. Yeah. That blew up.
Well, we was waiting for him to put it out because we was because I turned into a little kid. And I start saying, wow, you should do this, and you should, and then we be like, like try to act like, oh shit, like, you know, I'm trying to, you know, them little teasers that you do, like, just post a mic or something, like, just, he's like, yeah, but then I think he kind of took a step, and he's like, cool, let's do it in steps, let's do it in, I'm gonna do it then and then and then, so and he ended up taking a picture of the mic, then we ended up taking a picture together, and we didn't drop that picture till, like,
yeah, how much later was it?
Bro, no, that's what I'm saying. We was waiting for him to post. That's when it all unraveled. Yeah, was waiting for like a bit to do that.
How long's a bit?
When did we record it? I can't remember when we recorded it. May or something. And obviously it only came out in like June. So not really I need to get the correct dates. I can't remember.
A month, 2 months max.
Yeah,
not that long.
Yeah. But it was literally It wasn't a day that we planned to, like, there was never a plan behind it, because we was like, she'll promote it. He's like, no, promote it after it comes out. Cool. That's all it was, really.
Yeah, I remember. What do you feel like? Do you feel like that kind of did anything extra for you lot, or what do you feel like it kind of done? Because I remember it was a big thing. But I'm just trying to see on the backside of it. What do you feel like it did? It make any difference? Did it change anything? Was it? Obviously, it's an iconic moment.
I mean, you know what it is? It's just the growth, innit? I think it was the
it
growth.
shows how far you can reach.
Yeah, it just shows that, like, take it this way. As I said, he does his homework. He knows the background.
Yeah, because he picked it behind bars.
Yeah, he knows the platform. He knows what we do. He knows the originality. He knows the authenticity of things, innit? Of the people behind everything. Like, and him coming, him reaching out. Come on, like, it's sick. Like, even though if we reached out or he reached out, either way, it would have been sick, but it's extra special when someone wants to come on your thing. It's not like, oh, let's do a promo run and, oh, these men been asking for ages, so let's just do it with them. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a organic.
Yeah, he's obviously looked at the channel, researched, found out about you guys. Obviously, you've done his homework.
Yeah.
And be like, yeah, this is where I want my thing to be.
Yeah, because I need to do
them.
he needed to do a behind bars.
Exactly what he wanted to do.
I guess. You know, you never really know where the real influence came from, but to my guess, as he's a man of knowledge and he does what he needs to do to stay relevant and to stay at the top, you know.
Don't downplay it.
No, I'm not downplaying it, but I'm just saying, innit, there can be so many factors that factored into him doing it with us, but, you know, my guess is that
he felt
he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, definitely. That's how it felt to me.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing.
Like, I needed to do a behind bars.
It almost shut down the internet.
It did.
Because the thing is, obviously, when he dropped the picture, that's when we were. Because I remember me and Rashid were in London somewhere. It was a sunny day. It was just eating. I think it was handling some other business. I think we went to the labels or something, talking to someone, and we're just eating. And then I was like, cool, bro, I'm gone, yeah. So I started to walk off, and he's like, Drake dropped a picture. I'm like, fuck. Come back to the table. I'm like, brrrr.
Now you gotta drop yours.
Yeah, so we all dropped our pictures, and I'm just like, you know, you're on a train train stops, you're trying to get Wi-Fi, refresh. What's happening? Just bare, like, brrrr. I was like, okay, sick. It's going off.
Yeah, it's lit.
Yeah, yeah. And I remember even it's the day they dropped that. I was just looking at bare likes, bare follows. I was like, follows, you know, just keep swiping up and down. But it was because even on the day that it dropped, I didn't know it was gonna drop. I know it was coming to that time because it was always like, oh, ended in this month, at the end of the week, it's like always just like kind of like
structured.
It was, yeah, it was never in schedule to drop it. And remember, it wasn't even on the channel because we didn't want the link to get leaked. We didn't want really the team or anyone knowing about it before any announcements were made because we didn't want the information just leaking everywhere. So it's like, I think on the day that it dropped, he texted me, he's like, yo, bro, just landed in a city. I was like, oh, you know, I was like, welcome back, bro, you good? He's like, yeah. He's like, oh, you know what, let's drop it today. Like, it's a good weather. England's winning because England was playing the World Cup, and I was like, England's winning.
Oh, he talking about when he came over to England?
Yeah, that's when he's like, I landed in a city. He must have just came in, and he's like, boom, boom, boom. It's a good day. Like, England's winning, the sun's shining. Let's just drop the thing today. I was like,
That even shows a method.
Yeah.
Because everyone's gassed.
Yeah.
Like England are winning. I'm in the UK, the weather's nice. People are going to be on their phones doing stuff.
But it shows different type of people's methods because a lot of people feel like he's got to be stuck to a certain date. This is where my run is. This is where my thing is. His thing is more the vibe of people.
But I think as well, it comes from being as big as you are. That like you could release an album or an EP and it's going to go platinum without even any promo because it's Drake. Drake's released something new.
But that's because he probably had the same attitude.
Yeah, but I think, I agree. But I think that's it. In order to get that attitude, you have to be doing that. So, I mean, he does that and he knows. Like, I always think that when people are so successful, it's not by chance.
Yeah, but I know I know how I'm going to drop my next tune anyway. When England are winning. It
was great weather.
Because remember, that it was literally like, I felt like it was the biggest surprise for everyone. They knew Behind Bars is coming. No, they didn't know because all Drake done is, remember, he just posted a picture.
We knew it was
with
coming.
It just link up logo. It wasn't nothing mad. It was just eyes looking at the logo. And obviously everyone was just like, oh, is it coming? Is it not? Is it coming? Is it not? And obviously when it dropped, like there was no pre-promo for it. It was just like, here you go, mate. And it was just like, bro, just literally as soon as you swipe down, you just see bare people like, all these pages.
Your
Drake behind bars.
YouTube must have crashed.
It was just like crazy. I can't remember that the views. I don't know if we cared about the views that much because we knew he was gonna do a madness. He's gonna do a madness. Like you know about that. You literally don't care about it. It's just like you're just like, bro, like here you go.
Yeah.
Like what are you gonna say now? You know what I mean? It's like it was mad. Yeah, it was sick. And that dropped, and the rest is what history, innit?
And after that, you lot ain't kept in contact. Have you lot kept in contact or? Just now and then. Or?
I mean, yeah, I think we did. We did. When Wireless came around, I actually went to Wireless, tried to link up with them, but the signal kind of messed it all up because I'm trying to text them. I'm trying to text a Future, like that's his manager.
I was gonna say, where are we going with this?
No, it's not him. His team. I was like, I'm trying to text him. Like I'm with the VIP. Like, just let me know when you guys are here. Boom, boom, boom. And then it's like, cause bro, like you know how the signals in Wireless. You can't do nothing.
There is no signal.
There's no signal. Because I was trying to get like some behind the scenes with him and just the performance and gigs and all that stuff. Because I knew he's coming. I think everyone knew he's coming because DJ Khaled didn't come, and everyone knew something's gonna happen. And I was just trying to bro, nothing. It's only when I got home that all the text came through. It's like, yeah, we're at the back, like da-da-da, just come through, like, oh, someone's out there with the bands, da-da-da. I'm like, bro, what can you do, man? What can you do? But yeah, it was and then the Wireless thing happened, and then I remember I was sleeping. I literally got to sleep, like, I went to sleep like 11 because I was tired. That day was hot, it's just all day on my feet. And then at 12 o'clock, Rashid's like, how long is it gonna take you to get to Embankment? I was like, what, now? He's like, yeah. I was like an hour? He's like, cool, meet us there. Boom, after party. I just got out of sleep, just filling some clothes on, gone to the after party. Like, obviously, like, the Wireless after gigs. It was thrown by Gigs and Drake, innit? So just where everyone's there, just...
I don't know if you miss it. Shout out Gigs. He does a lot of things behind the scenes that people don't see.
Yeah.
So shout out him out.
He's a proper guy.
So what do you think's next then for you, for Link Up, like in terms of where do you want to go? Where do you see the vision growing to? Because obviously it's still growing now.
Yeah.
But is there any plans that you have for the future or?
It's hard to say, man.
And personal ones.
Yeah,
It's just growth. It's literally just growth. It's like it's so hard to say because look, the hub didn't exist. Like remember, we just got to our spot, the new spot, after a few years of not having anywhere, like creative space, an office or nothing. Mm-hmm. Only like December. Remember, hub there was no ideas for the hub. There was no ideas for live streaming before that. So it's like boom, we got there, we saw the space. Obviously, Rashid done his creative stuff. Boom. Let's do something, the hub, this is gonna happen, that's gonna happen, that's how it was born. So for me to say where it's gonna go and how it's gonna get there, it's very hard. Because remember, God for like, what I'm saying, touch wood, whatever, you don't lose that space. But say in a year's time, the space is gone. Man sold it off. We didn't buy it. Someone else bought it. So on and so forth. We have to move. The hub's finished. Where we're moving to next? Do you know what I mean? It's so hard to say. Like maybe we buy the building. You don't know these things. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll have a recording studio somewhere. Like,
but those are all things that I guess you don't know they're gonna happen, but they might be things that you're considering.
Yeah, it's always just elevation, man. It's literally just owning it. Just again, like our core thing is giving a new talent a chance to rise, and giving even existing artists, you know what I'm saying, the constant coverage like we're doing with live and direct now. What we've done with 24 hours, like, like for years, is like people that have gone quiet for a bit and then they're starting to do shows again. We're doing the 24 hours with, and so on and so forth. Like, it's endless. It's endless possibilities, and you just need to be creative with it, speak to the right people, sign music, shoot videos,
just do it.
Whatever,
I want to ask you before we is in terms of competitors, do you believe that?
No one.
That's a bad guy.
No one.
My guy.
So my hands in the air behind the camera, like there's no one.
Straight up and down, there's no one competing. Straight up and down, no competition.
No, you know what it is? In other people's eyes, of course, like there's no doubt people know and think they know that there's a competition, GRMs, press plays, whatever. The thing is, you can't put a blind eye to these things. These are
But do you not look at them? Do you look at them, or do you analyze it? Do you think?
Not so much. No, I don't think we don't really analyze it that much.
The reason why I said the reason why I say that is because it felt like to me that at some point GRM were getting all the big music artists.
Yeah.
That's how it kind of felt to me. I don't know if you lot felt that.
Yeah, 100%.
And then do you lot act on that and think, oh, let me go into podcasts and do other things, or do you just think we've got enough?
For me personally, it doesn't feel. Obviously, we can see that they're getting all the big videos and the big artists and all the bangers, the summer joints, the whatever joints they're getting them. Of course, it's sad.
Why is that though? Why is that?
I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe they have a deal with labels. Maybe remember, it can be a deal with labels. It can be just other artists following the trend of GRM has got all the bangers. Let me release my banger on there. Whatever maths people do, we don't really know why.
And also as well, see if you like built an artist, for example, not built but worked with an artist for a while on platform. Do you feel like a certain way that like right, you should have kind of stuck with us and build up our thing?
Sometimes because
there must be artists that you've got kind of helped a lot that have got big and
you know what it is, like. You can't really say helped an art. Like, yes, you helped an artist, you gave them a platform, but then again, it's like 9 out of 10 times the artist spent money on their own craft, and to get their video, to get the video shot, to get their video featured, to get the video promoted, they paid it out their own money. Yeah. Remember, they're getting the same, like for example, an artist that made it, that bust, that got labels, that got signed, whatever. Putting maybe the same amount or maybe more work than an artist that didn't make it. But the difference was that their tune must have been just better. Their tune must have been more catchy because it all fundamentally comes down to the music. Comes down to what you got.
Oh, see, I don't agree. I don't think it does come down to music.
Sometimes a lot of times it does. Like for example, the last person that really bust off our channel, it was Simba with Rover. Yeah? It's like his video and that tune was obviously released and kind of just went unnoticed until I think the TikTok really kicked off. And they started using the Rover tune for their thing. And obviously people went back, added up the points, boom, it blew. You get it? And it's like, then again, it's like, who do you thank for that? Do you thank Link Up for that? Do you thank TikTok for that? Or do you thank the artist for having a sick tune? However you think like, oh, the tune is sick, or the verse is sick, or the hook is sick, or the beat is sick. Doesn't matter. It's that project that blew. Definitely. Because the thing is, you can only pull the wool over someone's eyes for so long until people realize that what you're pushing is not organic and it's bullshit. Yeah, if I make a tune that's me screaming into the mic, but I'm putting hella money behind it. I'm getting views off like ads, and I'm everywhere, but the tune is shit. People are gonna be like, come on, bro, like, don't show me this ad again, don't show me this video again, please, because it's rubbish. You can't bust a rubbish thing. So that's what I'm saying. It's so hard to say who done what, because at the end of the day, it does come down to the artist and how well they structured something, how popular they made it, the artistry. So obviously, there's a many moving parts, but it kind of all comes down to music.
But ultimately, there's no competition.
The thing is, for us internally, I just feel like no, there's no competition. Like, no one is doing what we're doing. The whole live stream, the whole live stream stuff. The people that actually like done big hits off of us. Like, personally, that's personal opinion. Yeah. I don't feel like there's a platform that really done what we done and what we do now, and the way we work and what, you know what I'm saying.
So I've got one last question. So if you had to say something to somebody that was in a similar position to you when you first moved over and you were trying to figure out what you were trying to do and stuff like that, what advice would you give them in terms of... What advice would you give them?
Well, I don't know. I still need advice myself.
No, but obviously, you know what I mean. Obviously, but there's certain things like, because obviously listening to what you've been saying, there's been certain things like turning points or certain points in your or periods of time in your life where you said, you know what, and I'm not doing that, and I'm going to do this, whether or not I know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
And for me, I like that's tenacious. Like tenacity is like I'm in a job. I don't necessarily know where I'm gonna go, but I hate this. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
People are scared to do that because it's like, and then it's like I'm in another job. I'm managing. They don't respect me. I'm not here. I'm done.
Yeah.
And your brethren's like, oh, can you help me with this little thing? Like, do you want to have a listen to this thing? Yeah, let me listen to it.
Yeah.
And it's tenacity. Like I'm gonna do it. Let's see.
I think it's what I told my niece. It's experience. It's literally experience. Do stuff that you don't want to do and know you don't want to do it. Yeah. It's like, as I said, I'm from a building background. All the people that I knew, like stepdads and cousins and whatever else, they're all into the building. And I knew I don't want to do that. Like, that's bullshit. Like, I'm not a builder. I don't want to do that. I know how to do things because I've done a lot of it, but I don't want to do it. Like, that's not a one. I don't want to make bread that way. Like, I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, like, do that. It's not, one, it's not cool. Two, it's not cool. No, but I don't know.
I see the J, so I know man's real cool. I know man's a cool guy. I'm like, what? Okay, man.
He's got personalised number plates and all.
It's crazy.
Don't you think?
My neighbour knocked on the door like, oh, can you get autograph from me?
Nah, listen. The way I see it, I'm still searching myself. I'm still learning from. You know, I'm trying to learn from a lot of people. Like the people I'm around, I'm learning all the time. You know what I mean? Like the Rashids, the Joeys. Even the writers, whoever's involved, you know what I mean? They're being brought in for a certain reason and we're always learning, you know? And the goal for me is like when we have like a little sit down with the whole team and we say what we done last month and what we're gonna do next month. And it's like, my thing is always like, yeah, I've done a lot of stuff, but I can't remember. But my thing is always to learn more and help the people coming up to my knowledge, you know what I mean? Like, be something for someone that, like, what's that saying? How does it go? Be that someone
that you wanted.
That you wanted when you was younger. You know what I mean? Because, you know, as I said, my family's all builders. No one's in videos. No one's in entertainment. They don't even know, they don't have a clue how money's made here. You know what I mean? So I had to learn how I had to learn, you know what I mean?
But they know you filmed Drake, no?
Yeah, but again, you can only run with that for so long, and you got to move on.
Of course.
You got like, even like Bugsy, you got to move on, you know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what. What people have you worked with and the artists that you've worked with? We haven't even really touched on the people that you've worked with. Personally, I've worked with quite a lot, but not so much that I can put my name on stuff. Like, you know, like we filmed like lots of stuff, like obviously like gigs, like Wretch. Just D.
Just like
Fling my name in that mix.
Somewhere
in that category.
somewhere in the mix. Like obviously rest in peace Cadet. Worked with, like, that's again not necessarily filming videos for him, but just like filming shows,
and stuff,
like different shows, and videos like obviously like Biz, Bugsy. I'm talking about multiple. I'm not talking about one. I'm talking about multiple videos.
I know that. Yeah, of course.
Obviously, again, it's like Drake, but that's not really like my name on it. It's it's Link Up, innit? Rema. And who else?
Don't even get it wrong. Don't even keep thinking. You forgot me.
I have to look at my Instagram because I post a lot. Everything I do.
And are you not looking for anyone to kind of help you with anything? Like, as in, like, how do people become an editor for Link Up or anything like that? Or do you need any people? Because I saw you put a post out, I think.
Yeah. Now, to be honest, like,
really?
talent is always welcome anytime. Like, I mean, if you want to elevate, talent is always welcome, innit? But a lot of talent kind of comes here and goes the other day because they're not on it. They're not in it.
Yeah,
their heart's not in it.
They're not ready to actually
their heart's not in it. Yeah, it's not even that. It's just some people. You know what it is? The problem with this young generation. Yeah, it's like it's like they're so used to like having other people pick up after them. For example, I can't do this in this edit. Can you help me? It's like, bro, just fucking go on YouTube. Find out how this works, you know what I mean?
You've got Google, you've got lots of stuff you can figure out.
Yeah, it's like, just figure it out.
Yeah.
Because that's how we had to do it. Just do it. Like,
just do it, man.
Yeah. Like, yeah. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. To be honest, if you're hungry and you know, to be honest, if you're hungry, you're hardworking. You do something for something that comes from the heart. You're always gonna succeed, no matter what. No matter what. Whatever you do, videos or you do building work or you run restaurants or you're just cooking in the kitchen right now. Or you're cleaning floors in the restaurant, but you know you're gonna be at the top chef. You're gonna be there. Just do it. Just do it.
Just get there.
Yeah, it's all about, as I said, it's all about experience. It's all about it, man.
No, my brother.
This is my brother. You don't even know how much is my brother. I've got so much respect for this brother. I don't even know if I said it on camera before, but when not my first video, but a little while ago, we shot a music video together. He asked me for the budget. I gave him the budget. He sorted out the video. He sent me money back. That I've never. I don't know. I didn't know that existed. People send me, but he sent me money back. So I don't need this much to hear this. Boom. So this is my brother, bro. So thank you so much for coming on,
It's all good, man. It's all good. It's all blessed.
Thank you so much for coming on, my GGS love.
Cool.